Hi and welcome to Positively Sparking, podcasts on internet marketing, online business, entrepreneurship and digital living. Well, it's summertime here in the UK, and with that relaxed feel in mind, today's episode is going to be a summary of my favourite quotes from the first 6 months of Positively Sparking. We've had some amazing guests on the show, all of them with great advice for us to take away. So here's 8 quotes from episodes up to the end of June that truly reflect what this podcast is all about. Terry Mullins, the reluctant salesman, was a popular guest on the show back in April. Selling is hard even for the most naturally outgoing of us, but Terry's training offers a different view, outlined in this simple but effective quote.
I think ultimately what makes a good salesperson is freedom. Is being comfortable in the conversation. You see, if you're comfortable in a conversation, Phil, you can kind of express yourself fully. You can be quiet when you need to be. You can relax. You can allow the other person to have their say. You can do all of that stuff, which is really what communication is all about. Because all selling is good communication.
Communication is not as easy as Terry makes it sound. We all have barriers, hopes, fears, insecurities and issues that prevent us from communicating in the way we want to. But when we can find a way to feel free and communicate effectively, it is one of the most powerful qualities in both business and life. A point further emphasised by Kevin Oliver, CEO of the Cornwall Business Forum, when we asked Kevin about how he had managed to utilise social media so well in growing his own networking group.
You have to be genuine about being social. You have to actually converse with people. You have to comment and so on. So to gain real engagement, you've got to engage. You can't just have adverts about your own business going out on Twitter all the time, because people will just disengage. They will turn off from you.
It's funny how in real life, with our friends, family and loved ones, we want to listen, to truly share, to engage, to connect. Yet when it comes to social media, and even the larger world, we stop doing that. We become enclosed, conscious of what people think, and so aware and so unsure of whether we want to be ourselves or not, we go silent, or repetitive, or robotic. So what should we do? Well, Phil Hopkins, a master networker, has the answer.
So take yourself out your comfort zone, and however much it doesn't work out, it's not a failure. It's a learning process, a learning curve. And by going out of your comfort zone, you will achieve great things, not only in networking, but great things in life.
Quite a thought, isn't it? Going outside of our comfort zone to be pushed and expanded and tested, and through all of which we become a greater version of ourselves. I really admire artistic entrepreneurs, because to be an artist, we have to share so much of ourselves with the world. They are already way outside the comfort zone simply by being an artist. But every business needs artistic qualities. To be creative, to have vision, and to follow their own path. Artist Taziri Gadmore had this to say about awakening these qualities in ourselves.
I believe that each and every one of us has a seed inside us, kind of like a seed of desire to do a certain thing or to create a certain something. And to find that, we have to follow our curiosities, the things that call out to us. So for me, it was becoming an artist, but for another person, it might be something else.
What is your curiosity? What are you drawn to? Does your business reflect this? Because when our business reflects an important part of ourselves, it becomes more than just about money. It creates a life harmony. As Fran Verbeek told us about a key value for her and her business.
Freedom has always been a key word in my life. I've always wanted to be free, so I moved to Australia when I was 22, and I always remember like being free felt so important to me, and that was me expressing myself in that way.
When we approach business with an open mind, a desire to be authentic, to be ourselves, we can suddenly find ourselves being a pioneer. This sense of freedom that many of our guests speak about will lead us down new roads. As Dr. Jessica Quinones discovered,
one of the first things people say to me is, how could you possibly teach music lessons online? And I would say embracing the technology has not only made me a better teacher because I've had to be more clear and concise in my instructions, but I've had to navigate different ways to explain something without ever being able to maybe physically touch a person's hand or to help them with the placement of the flute on the chin.
Sometimes it's not just about looking forward. Looking back can also provide great inspiration. As Sam Goodwill of Lavender World told us, why he has always looked to history for answers.
I have problems in my business, just like everyone else, and it's, like I said, it's highly likely that someone has probably had that same problem or a similar problem in the past. And hopefully somewhere, if it's not too long ago, it's been written down or recorded.
The answer. The thing we are all looking for, whatever we are doing, in our lives at any moment. In your business, you are always the answer. But we have to look inside as much as we ever look outside. Outside of us will always be more tools, more channels, more ways of reaching our audience, streamlining our process, increasing our productivity. All of these things are great, but none of them alone provide the full answer. We also have to look within. What is holding me back? What am I resisting? And why? This podcast will always look to bring you both. The answers to making your business flourish online. The answers to be found both outside and inside of you. Thank you to all our guests for their wonderful insights and making Positively Sparking what it is. Thank you to you, our listeners, for your ears and time every week. My name is Phil Byrne, and I'd like to thank you for listening today. If you have any questions on anything you have heard in today's podcast, feel free to email your queries to podcasts@positivesparks.co.uk. We are an online advertising team who strive to help you thrive online. Want to know where to start with pay-per-click for your business? Download our free online advertising pack at positivesparks.co.uk/pack. Until next time, goodbye.